Hey guys, it's Sandeep with Fonearena and this is the review of the Samsung Galaxy J7, the company's latest smartphone in the new J series that have a flash for the front-facing camera. Even though the Chinese version of the smartphone has a Snapdragon 615 SoC, the Indian version of the Galaxy J7, that is SM-J700F, is powered by an octa-core Exynos 7580 processor. Is the Galaxy J7 worth the price? Let us find out. The Galaxy J7 has a 5.5-inch Super AMOLED display with a pixel resolution of 1280 by 720 pixels and a pixel density of around 267 ppi. The display is bright, has good viewing angles, offers vibrant color output, and the sunlight visibility is also good. Since it doesn't have an ambient light sensor, you have to adjust the brightness manually using the slider depending on the conditions. There is an outdoor mode option that increases the brightness for 15 minutes or until the screen is turned off. Blacks are perfectly black thanks to the AMOLED panel. The display is not sharp compared to the Galaxy A7's 1080p screen since the pixel density is low, but it is good compared to LCD displays on other smartphones in the price range. Samsung doesn't say if the smartphone has Corning Gorilla Glass or any other scratch resistant glass for protection. The display is prone to smudges since it's a bit glossy. There is no major change in the design in the new Galaxy J series. Samsung sticks to its old design with the curved corners seen in the Galaxy E series. It also has a familiar shiny chrome rim running on the sides, similar to the Galaxy Grand series. The sides of the phone have anti-smudge anodized CMF coating so it doesn't attract dust or smudges. It has a 5-megapixel camera on the front with 85-degree wide-angle lens and f2.2 aperture along with LED flashlight for capturing better selfies in low-light conditions. Selfie shots have a lot of noise even if the light is slightly less and the images lack details. Flashlight helps to capture the subject clearly in poor lighting conditions, but it is not too bright. It has a proximity sensor next to the earpiece, but the smartphone lacks an ambient light sensor even though there is a cutout for it. It also lacks a notification LED light. The power button is present on the right side and volume rockers are present on the left. The primary microphone, micro USB slot and the 3.5mm audio jack are present at the bottom. The smartphone measures just 7.5mm in terms of thickness. Even though the smartphone doesn't have a premium build like the Galaxy A series, the phone is sturdy and offers a nice grip when holding it, since it has a polycarbonate back cover with smooth finish. There is a 13-megapixel camera on the back with f1.9 aperture and a single LED flash that is average. The camera UI is similar to other smartphones running on Android Lollipop. It has several modes and effects. You can also press the home button twice to launch the camera even when the screen is off and use the volume rockers as the shutter button. Daylight shots are decent, but exposure is not consistent, so most images end up dull or overexposed. Macro shots are good, offering nice bokeh effect thanks to the f1.9 aperture. Images are sharp and the color reproduction is good. HDR shots are better again if you face exposure issues in daylight. Low light shots have some noise as usual, but the images are not too bad. Images with flash are good since the flash offers an ample amount of light and is not overpowering. It can record videos at 1080p Full HD resolution at 30 fps. Video is good, offering vibrant colors and is sharp, but the audio is not crisp since it doesn't have a secondary microphone. And it also doesn't have slow motion recording. The loudspeaker grill is present at the back next to the camera. The 4G and US branding are present on the bottom part of the back as well. Removing the back cover reveals two micro SIM card slots and the micro SD card slot. Both the SIMs support 4G with support for TD-LTE 2300 that is band 40 and FDD-LTE 1800 that is band 3 for India. But you can use 4G only on one SIM at a time while the other remains in 2G. It has a smart dual SIM feature similar to the other latest dual SIM smartphones from Samsung. This automatically forwards calls from the phone number on SIM 2 even if a user is on the phone with SIM 1's number. It has the usual set of connectivity features and even has USB OTG. It also has a removable battery so you can replace it with another one when it runs out of juice. Overall, the build quality of the smartphone is quite good for the price. Coming to the software part, it runs on Android 5.1.1 Lollipop with Samsung's own UI on top, which has a lighter tone compared to Samsung's KitKat based UI. The lock screen shows weather info and lets you launch the dialer and camera very easily. The drop down notification bar has several toggles and lets you customize the row accordingly. It also has a brightness slider with a toggle for outdoor mode and an option to switch either sims as primary. It has two additional themes apart from the default theme. You can also go to a theme store to download paid or free themes. The Smart Manager app lets you manage your device battery, storage, RAM usage and security all in one place. Out of 1.5 GB of RAM, you get 1.37 GB of usable RAM, out of which 575 MB of RAM is free when the default apps are running in the background. Out of 16 GB of internal storage, about 11.6 GB of storage is usable. You can also move compatible apps to the SD card when you insert one. Apart from the usual set of utility apps and Google apps, the smartphone comes with WeChat and some Microsoft apps such as OneDrive, OneNote and Skype. It also comes with a few games. It doesn't have a dedicated music player, so you'll have to rely on Google Play Music. It also doesn't have an equalizer, but it has Sound Alive Plus and tube amp sound effects that can be enabled from the settings. This improves audio when listening through earphones. That said, audio through earphones is good, but loudspeaker output is low even in full volume. It has FM radio as well, with auto scanning and recording functions. The Galaxy J7 is powered by Samsung's own octa-core Exynos 7580 64-bit SoC with 8 ARM Cortex-A53 CPUs, each clocked at 1.5 GHz per core. The performance is good and there is no lag. 1.5 GB of RAM is enough to run several apps in the background, but the TouchWiz UI uses more RAM. We wish it had 2 GB of RAM for better multitasking. It doesn't have any issues with heating even when using 4G or during intense gaming. It has a Mali T720 GPU. We tried several games and some games were not completely smooth, but the graphics were decent. Coming to the battery life, the 3000 mAh battery lasts for the whole day from average to heavy use such as 4G LTE with both the SIM cards, some image capture, a couple of hours of music playback and some gaming. With minimal use, it lasts for more than a day. The power saving mode and ultra power saving mode lets you extend the battery life further. In our battery test, the smartphone achieved one charge rating of 15 hours and 1 minute, mainly due to the brilliant talk time. Overall, the Samsung Galaxy J7 is a decent mid-range smartphone for the price. It has good display, there is no issue when it comes to performance or any heating issues, and the battery life is good too. But Samsung has missed out on the ambient light sensor for auto brightness adjustment, which is present even in budget smartphones. Even though a flashlight for the front-facing camera is a good addition, the front-facing camera is just average for a selfie-focused smartphone. Those things aside, Samsung has priced the Galaxy J7 at Rs 15,000, which is decent compared to earlier Samsung smartphones in the price range. But pricing needs to be more aggressive to compete with other companies. Listed here are the pros and cons of the device. Do hit the like button if you like this video and do subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.